Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I thought I was recording and then I was just like, okay guys, so I had no idea that it was gonna make that noise. I don't know what it is with my camera, but like when I first got it, it was that annoying too. But baby, I'm not redoing the story time, so listen if you want to. You don't want to, I get it. I don't know how to fix it. I don't be playing with my camera like that. To be honest, you might need to YouTube it. It's probably YouTube, I just don't. Myself, I didn't even press record right. Anyways, anywho, okay, now I gotta restart. There is no beef, there is no drama. I'm making bulk videos. So you see me in my DL Dawkins shirt. It's because I'm making bulk videos, like be consistent. And this video won't be posted until like May of next year. I'm recording it in December. By the way, I already recorded some YouTube videos about this issue, but I might use that footage. I might not. I might not use it. What else did I say? Now the camera's dying. Really? Okay. I live with some dirty motherfuckers. And a lazy one too. One is dirty and one is lazy. So, we'll call them D and L. Those are names. So, anyways, I moved in with these two girls. L actually, from my roommates in my freshman year, she knew I had a problem with dirty people. Because I talked to her about it. I'm like, yo, my roommates I live in my dorm with, they're dirty, and my sleepmates, they're dirty. She was like, oh yeah, I get it, I don't like dirty people either. And not only did she know about it, but like her friend who we were supposed to originally move in with, she came to my dorm because I was like that heated because I was going back and forth with my sleepmates because there was drama, and then she FaceTime and called me. So I'm like, if Elle is just cool and like she's just understanding about why I'm upset with dirty people, maybe in this situation, she would be a little bit more like, I guess not really like we need to play sides, but be understanding to why I'm so irritated. But as the story goes on, I'll see that she was kind of just like, so what, she dirty and what? And I was just like, girl, no way. Okay, great. She understands I don't like dirtiness. Right. So then D moves in first, right? And like, okay, whatever, she moves in first. When I get there, the dishes are ready to sink. I'm like, okay, I looked at it weird because we were all raised differently. I'm like, if people are going to be coming to my home, other people I don't know, we just knew here. First of all, anybody who raised y'all to let people come into your house with dishes in the sink. It's okay to have your house lived in, but I mean like strangers, like people you don't know like that. Girl, be for real. So that was like, like girl, bye. And then she had the nerve to tell us, oh yeah, I packed all my stuff in my car, but I had too much stuff, so I couldn't find a way to fit cleaning supplies. And I was like, the way I was raised, that's unacceptable. And even her own family, like she told her own family, like making fun of her for not bringing cleaning supplies. So we were like, talking about my parents, because like she said that in front of us. I mean, the apartment's not that big. It's really not that big at all. It's literally just kitchen, dining table, and rooms. Not a dining table, but like living rooms, and with a dining table in the middle. So yeah, and we were just like, you moved into an apartment without cleaning it, and then on top of that, she slept on the couch, bro. You didn't clean it, but you slept on it. That's so dirty. And then I don't know if she took a bath in the bathtub, but the fact that was a red flag. Not even worry about the dishes part yet. Cause that became an issue a week after. Yeah, she had the same dishes from the move-in day. A week after we moved in still. Or not a week, maybe give it like 2 days after we moved in. I'm kinda like here like, well, we moved in Saturday. And today's Tuesday. The dishes in the sink. What's going on? But anyways, yeah, we were just like, and then my parents came in, we scrubbed, well, they scrubbed the whole house. I was in my room, scrubbing. And then Elle was like, yeah, same thing. The people who helped her move there were scrubbing her bathroom too. So I'm over here cool with her, so me and her understand the same level of be clean. You know? Yeah, my dad, he came in and when we said clean that apartment rooms, I mean clean. And my dad had bought a, what is it called? A vacuum that like you wet it, or like they use type of wet stuff, or wet vac to like do our room. So he did my room and Elle's room, and we couldn't get a hold of D. I don't know, did we text her? I think, of course, yes, I did text her, but I think she was at work or something, so she get a text, she get the message, and of course we know her like that, so we're uncomfortable to go into her room and just wet vacuuming it, so of course we're gonna do it for her and stuff. Okay, the issue started, the issue with me was like we talked about some stuff in the group chat, and then it wasn't happening, and that's like a whole nother part that doesn't even matter. It matters later on, but okay, I want to say at the beginning, we had a conversation and be like, my thing is that I think that most people who move in with people, I think it's the people being different. I like structure, so it needs to be who cleans what on what days, who buys what. If we are going to share groceries, like who's going to constantly buy the same stuff or make a grocery list. As the story time goes on, you're going to realize none of that stuff happened, and that caused all the issues that I had with them. Because it wasn't really an issue living with people, it was literally living with them. Let's make that clear. I can live with people. You just gotta be clean and considerate. Clean and considerate. I don't care about nothing else but you being clean and considerate. You could be smoking crack, but as long as you're clean and considerate, as long as I'm not going to jail. As long as no crack, I just come to my house, we go. Okay, not literally, but like just all you need. Like, we don't even gotta be friends. Just be clean and considerate and stuff. So I don't even remember the first roommate meeting. I think I did mention it, and they're like, "Oh no, we could just like go as we go with like buying stuff and cleaning." I'm like, "Okay, that's totally fine." Or I think we said to clean up after yourselves, which to me makes more sense. Like later on, I realized that they're family oriented, or not family oriented. They were like wanting like a family structure. We're not even friends. Sorry to break it to you, but me being a roommate and me being talking to you, that doesn't mean I'm your friend. That just means I'm your roommate, and I'm not going to ignore you if you're trying to have a conversation with me. Okay, that sounded like it came out of nowhere. What I meant by that was it's easier to like be friends with somebody and then we move in with each other, have a family structured living situation. But because we were strangers and then of course we were not friends, it was kind of just like we can't jump from strangers to acting like we're sisters living together. That was my point. Because to me, a family structure is picking up after each other. Even though in my own house with my mom and my dad and with my cousin, we don't pick up after each other. But that's like the only time I can ever think that you pick up after people. Like, I don't think friends pick up after each other. It's more like, hey girl, you dropped this, like pick it up. Or but I can see like here and there in family households, like, you know, occasionally if my mom leaves something on the cabinets or something, somebody would throw away, put in the trash. But that's my mother. That's my dad's wife. That's my cousin's aunt. So that would make more sense. But like, you guys are legit strangers, and you are 21 years old. You're old, dirty than me. But she was okay. I'm gonna put it here. I couldn't understand her, where her mind was coming from. Like, she does have autism, so I know that plays a part in it. But for somebody that she was 21 and she wanted a 19-year-old to treat her like a child, it was just, I didn't have the patience for her. You guys are going to see this all in the story time. I didn't have the patience to like baby her, to be like, hey, D, can you please clean up after yourself? Can you just do this? Can you do that? Repeatedly. Because that's what you do with a child. You don't do that with a 21-year-old. So it was like, no. It's weird. Like, ma'am. Like, I could literally call you ma'am. I'm kidding. We only 2 years apart. But it's still kind of just like. Or I don't mind starting a conversation with you. So it's like. But that doesn't make us friends. Anyway, so we talked about it and stuff. And I don't know if I did. I think I did talk to Elle. I was like, hey, should we ask D to wash her dishes? Or like, that's why we had that agreement meeting. But we couldn't bring it up. We're trying to be nice because she does have Asperger's, like the low spectrum of autism. So we were like, okay. It wasn't that we had a problem talking to her about it. We just didn't know how to say it directly because she already told us that sometimes in conversation she might read things wrong. We were like, okay, fine. We don't want to seem like we're attacking her or trying to judge her. We just want to be like, hey, like, what's your time management for, like, not time management, but what's the word? Dang. Like, what does time span can you clean and pick up after yourself? But we couldn't bring it up, so we just had a second roommate meeting, and we talked about it. She was like, "Oh, I forgot what the reason was, but we basically thought we were like raised differently and stuff." And she was like, "Oh yeah, I get it," or "I'll do it," or whatever. I also want to put that for me personally, I think for L as well, for us, our max limit for the dishes was actually 1 day. But simply because she had autism, we gave her 2 days. I'm saying that now because as the story goes on, they really trying to make me look like the bad person. When I did what I could to live with that girl, I babysit an autistic child who is way much higher on the spectrum than her. And matter of fact, he cleaned dishes better than you, girl. Like that boy can wash dishes, but it comes to you, you leaving grace on the dishes. Anyways, so I talked to my boss. My boss can't even find an excuse for her either. So I don't want people to seem like I did not try. I even searched it up online. Like I tried. So like I gave her not benefits, but I gave her like a lot of leeway to living the way she wanted to live, which is still dirty, by the way. But I tried to do what I could that would not be too much on her, but still clean enough for me. And that was some other stuff. Like, it was like, fine, she can't wash the dishes at 24 hours. We give her 48 hours. Oh, I didn't say in the story time. I think I forgot. But as well as addition to us giving her extra days to, oh, shoot. That's what also me and, I almost said the girl name, L talked about. So after this whole meeting, we gave her the 2 days, which is 1 day extra than normal. No, it was in, me and Elle was confused because what she would do was she would put the dish in the dishwasher. I don't remember. This is like the only clean thing she would put them in there. I think she would wash the dishes, put the dishes in the dishwasher, and just let them run. But she would leave them in there. I okay. What I was trying to say about her leaving them in there was I had a problem with that because we all know when water sits, water smells. So that was my problem was. My problem was that she was leaving there. Because I don't really use that often, but I'm like, it's going to smell. But she also did that with the washing machine, the dryer. So I'm going to see that that's her thing. She let stuff sit in water, which is so nasty in itself. Because, like, you do that with your own things, and then you also live with people. Like, girl, come on. It's water. Dishwasher smell. I don't care what nobody says. Go smell your dishwasher at home. They smell funny. It's not about just letting water sit. It just stink. So that was my issue with it. Like, why would you do that? Could not hurt your dishes stink. And like, they just have that smell that you're not going to drink or eat out of that. And the thing I found that weird, because I was like, I really, really hope that she's not washing in there without the dish soap. But she was just rinsing them off, which is kind of just like, I get them on the dry. And we were like, oh, you just let them in there? Or like, do you just rinse them off? Like, why do you do that? She was like, oh, no. I washed them. I just put them in there. And then I just let them sit there and dry till one of you guys take them out. And I'm not going to lie, when she said that, I was just like, what? Because you guys have to remember, this is 1 week. Okay, maybe it was like 2 weeks to live with her. And she was already expecting strangers to take care of her. To pick her out there. She was like, it was only her dishes. It was not my dishes or L dishes in there. So I'm kind of just like, is she talking about you waiting for one of us to take them out? You put them in there. You take them out and you put them up. Duh. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how it worked out. I think she was so focused on how it worked at her house that she thought, well, my mom, my brother, my sister, they pick up after other people's chores, so I expect y'all to do the same. And it's like, no, not here. Back at your house with your mom and your family, yeah. But like, when we live with strangers, I thought it was common sense for roommates to know that it's each for their own. Literally, it's each for their own. And aside of that, for her having that weird issue with the washing machine, expecting strangers to take care of her, to pick after her, she did that when she eventually started putting letting it dry out on the drying mat. Her dishes would sit there for weeks and weeks and weeks. She was like, and I remember that she said, "Oh yeah, it's been there since you washed it." And I was like, "You didn't think to put it up?" because we did make an agreement, I think, in that second roommate thing, that what about if we just wash the dishes for each other, which is fine. And I also want to say, you see how Elle switched sides, or she, not like I said, I don't want to do a side thing. That's weird. But again, like you're gonna see in story time, Elle, she came to me and she was just like, first of all, she understood like it's weird that she expected us to like take the washers to put the girl dishes up for her. And then it was also kind of weird how me and Elle started to notice how, yes, me and Elle, we were the main ones washing the dishes. And then I think I talked to her about it, and she was just like, yeah, I don't think it's fair for us to be cleaning up after her either. So she slowly started to only wash her dishes, and I started to only wash mine, and then these dishes would just pile up on their own. So yeah, and that's why, talking about it now, I'm just kind of confused on where things with Elle went. Because at the beginning, she was very much like, no, D is very much not clean. And me and her were communicating about it. Not in a rude way. We were just saying, like, how to navigate it, pretty much. We weren't, like, talking shit. We were kind of just like, what did we do? And stuff. So y'all are going to just see more about that. But that's why, like, I'm kind of confused now. But maybe they were talking about it. Because this is how me and Elle were talking without D. Maybe D and Elle were talking, which is totally fine. And I guess... thinking about it now, I'm thinking that Elle this was very sympathetic towards D, which she was. Like, you seen her, she was very much sympathetic towards D. She's like, man, she has autism. And I'm just like, I did my research. I talked to my boss who raised an autistic child, and she can't find a reason to why this 21-year-old who has Asperger's, which is a very low, very low. I mean, I don't know, can't clean up after herself after being asked. So, I don't care what I did, what I didn't do, but I tried. And I don't know why I'm being bad guy just because I made a Facebook post. I don't understand. And I was the main reason why we had 2 of those room meetings. It's like, what did y'all want me to do, man? What did y'all want me to do? Like, as the story goes on, I'm going to tell you guys now, they call me childish. Because I didn't talk to them about it. Girl, bye. Sure did. I talked to you about it twice. Come on. Be so for real. Looking like a model. Anyways, I know my lips gonna be like this when I talk. I have a lopsided face. I'm gonna get some fillers to fix it. But Botox. I was like, I also think now, watching it back like 5 months, not 5 months, like 3 months later, about a month after I recorded this video, I just seem kind of like lazy at a point, kind of lazy to wash dishes and not let them dry and put them up. She just let them dry in the dishwasher and just waits for me or Elle to put them up. So I guess she was also lazy. I mean, you're dirty, you are lazy, like they go hand in hand. Okay, no, what I meant was, okay, it's gonna be in later in story time, but I didn't mean like she called me childish because of Facebook post. But what I meant to say when I said that was, she said, we need to speak woman to woman, or let's be woman about it, as we were having a roommate conversation, which to me just didn't make sense. I was like, I am being a woman because I'm coming to you about it. So like, why would you even say that? Like, what's not clicking, Steven? Like that didn't make sense to me. I read that and I'm like, how is me texting it to you about what the issue is? About what the issue Okay, I know I'm making this videos extra long because I keep adding in like small little clips, but I want to make it clear that when she said that was before the Facebook post, that was before things had tension. That was like the second maybe the third YouTube video, not YouTube, the third like roommate text message. We were still cordial with each other, but like I said, the third conversation we had, and we only lived together for like 2 or 3 months. So tension was rising because okay, Madeline keeps coming back with other problems. So we were getting to the point to where I was about to blow up, and they were starting to realize that I wasn't effing with them because they were dirty. So that's probably why she said that, where she was starting to be showing. That was like her first time showing like being defensive, not like explaining herself, but like trying to defend herself in a more like passive way by saying, well, let's be women about it. Like it came off odd because we were still like cool, That we weren't arguing, weren't going back and forth, but they were in defensive mode because I was coming at them with the way they were. Like, there was no beef, no drama. This was before the Facebook post, so that's why I'm kind of just like, girl, what? Yes, I said it right. Not being a woman about it. I'm a little confused. And stuff like that. And we were like, oh yeah, can you like 2 days afterwards, like, can you do it? But me and Elle, we were like, girl, one day afterwards. One day after digits have been the same. 24 hours, can you do it? You know? And then it was like one day and then like a few hours. And like she would like say something again. She was like, no, we gave her 2 days, so let's just wait and see if she does it till tomorrow. And I was like, okay, fine, that's cool. But before that, in the middle of the first roommate meeting and the second one, I don't think any of their friends or them are ever going to find the YouTube video and watch it, but I want D to know. Elle came to my room, knocked on my door to talk about you being dirty. Let's be clear. Now y'all two are buddy lying on me and mad at me. But I want you to know that your little friend, your roommate, called you dirty too. Well, she didn't call you dirty, but she had a problem with dirtiness. So this ain't all me. It's not. Okay, so yeah, I had a problem with that. And really the thing with me is, I was really frustrated. And one time I was like so irritated. I don't know what was going in the house. I don't know if the girl had to ditch in the sink too long or what. But, or they had to trash for too long. But whatever. And Dee was like, are you okay? I'm like, yes, I'm okay. Girl, no, you're dirty. The house is dirty. No, I'm not okay. Clean, please. Please. Why did your mama raise you like this? Like, girl, no, not okay. And I'm gonna post like all the videos and everything I posted. Oh shoot, and stuff. Like, not posted. I posted my close friends. I did, because I like to talk. So y'all see this, and you see later on why I'm like, I like to talk. You'll see, because like, I don't care. I don't care. I like to vent. I don't keep stuff in. I already talked to you about it too. So don't be like, well, why did you come out to talk about it? I did. No, I made a habit out of being dirty. So don't do that. And then, so yeah, we had like 2 roommates in person, but no, yes, no. So while I had those 2, in the middle of the third one, which was like a few weeks, was like a month or 2 ago from now. Last month was October. No, it was November. The third roommate conversation was in October. Okay. Anyway, so in the middle of like the fact that such a short amount of time, August, September, October, November, it's 4 months. I've been wanting to move out since September. Yes, September. I was like, I got to go. And I was talking to my mama. I'm like, this doesn't make sense. There's no reason why we should have 2 roommate meetings in the same month. Like, that already letting you guys know, like, and it was about the same stuff. But before you guys say, oh, maybe, no, that's probably normal. It's like, for me, that was not normal at all. So I was irritated because one day I didn't mind taking trash, because I used the trash. Let's stay clear, I used it. So I would take it out, fine. But then I started to notice they wouldn't. They let it build up and let it sit in the house. You're nasty, trifling motherfucker. Mind you guys, this is how they looked when I was moving out, doing the week of Thanksgiving. So it was dirty as that. It stank so bad, cause they left that for like days on days on days. It stank so bad when I moved out. Mind you, living with them, it already took like 2 or 3 days to build up that trash. So let's say the trash was already full of the trash can was full of Saturday. They probably took out the trash bag and let it there that Saturday. Monday came around, the trash can is full. Tuesday came around, now they've put the trash in a box. They leave for Thanksgiving on Wednesday. So Wednesday not home, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, comes home on Sunday, and I think one of them came home on Monday. So that was 7 days of trash left in an apartment. They're freaking disgusting. And this is why I don't feel bad about posting it, and this is why I don't care anything, because like, y'all want to get mad at me? No, show your mama and your friends YouTube video to see how y'all are living. I don't feel bad. At first I was like, I'm not gonna post this, but rewatching this and remembering how y'all made me live in that house. Nah, I don't really feel bad. Like, oh my God, me and parents, we walked to that house, we walked to that apartment. Yo, so bad. I can't even. You know when something stings, it gets in your mouth and in your eyes and your nose. I'm not even like being over exaggerating. I'm not over exaggerating it. I'm not being dramatic. It literally smells that bad because they're disgusting. I don't care. And they were like, "We cool." Elle was like, "We cool, right?" I'm kidding. No, y'all go see later on, but like, no, that's nasty. And then they don't care, and then they're lazy, y'all. To walk to the bus every day, I'm gonna give it like a 3-minute walk, a 4-minute walk, right? To walk to the dumpster and back is 2 minutes. You're telling me they would not walk to throw away the trash in the dumpster. They would let it sit outside our front door for days, for a week. And I'm just like, y'all don't care about how that looks. Y'all want to wake up in the morning to trash in your See, this is what I was talking about because that was left for like a week. Not even kidding. They let it there for like a week. And that's what I was saying when I first started recording this the YouTube video. I might have to add the clip in when I was saying they didn't care. The trash man didn't take out the trash. They would just leave it there anyways. And that was just so nasty to me. You want to walk to the living room with 3 bags of trash? I think what time was it 2 or 3? No, it was 2. It was the trash can full, the trash bag on the side, so that they were clean. They were not clean enough. No, they like closed it up to the side of the trash can, put a new trash bag in the trash can. That was already filled up, like I just said. They had a box of stuff filled up and left it in the house because that's considered clean. And that's what adults do, apparently. But I'm the problem because of what I did, and I'm the bad roommate. I'm the good roommate. I'm clean. I'm the best roommate. I am clean. I'm clean and I'm quiet. Can't say the same for y'all. And I'm considerate. Like, I'm the best. My mouth may not be. Anyways, where was I? Yes. So before the 3rd roommate meeting, I was irritated with them because they want to take out the trash. And then they had the nerve to do their hair in the living room. I am so sorry. I have never done it in my life. Okay, you could do your fake hair in the living room. I mean, that's duh. Weaves, sew-ins, microlinks, extensions, braids, locks, twists with out of hair. Yeah, that's you did in the living room. Why are you in the living room picking out your real hair? Over here, this my real hair falling, and there's these chunks of hair in the ground. Oh, and they were so disgusting. They were like, "Well, can you just pick it up after us?" No, you're nasty. You pick up your hair. You do it. You do it. And the issue also was that with D was, okay, I had to give her a chance because she does have autism and I think ADHD or ADD. I don't remember. But it was so difficult with her because like she liked to call me childish and immature and like, let's be a woman. And that was irritating me too. When I did be a woman and talk to them about it, they were like, be a woman and cuss us. What is a roommate conversation that's like, what? But anyways, that irritated me. So I mentioned that. Oh no. Oh yeah, I mentioned that in the group conversation. Well, dang it, I might as well just talk about the 3rd roommate conversation we had in the text. Anyway, so yeah, I brought that up and they were just like, well, Elle was like, oh, I didn't have time to clean it, I had to go to the hospital. And I'm just like, that had nothing to do when we got back home from the hospital. You come to the front door, the living room is right there. You pick it up, you either turn around and put it in the trash can, or you just keep walking and throw the trash can in your room. I want to add that she wasn't in the hospital because she was injured. She was visiting somebody, okay, y'all? She was visiting somebody. She went to the hospital the night before, and was home in the morning. Like, no excuse. Not that hard. And Dee was like, oh, I seen some hair and I picked it up. Okay. You want to cook it for cleanup after other people? Well, how about, and then that's when I realized, these dirty one, the lazy one, they're cahoots with being dirty and lazy. Because who calls you dirty and talks about how you didn't clean up after yourself and you immediately have an excuse? And I also want to add that this girl had the nerve to be like, oh, we know you mentioned OCD. I did not mention that I have OCD, girl. I might OCD. My parents don't have it. And secondly, you're using the word OCD incorrectly. OCD has nothing to do with cleanliness. A quick Google search can let you know that. But I did say, because when we had the second meeting in person, I said my parents were clean freaks. That just meant they were not like clean up constantly, but like if something was dirty, they didn't let it sit and be dirty. Like if they're like, let's say my mom cooks, she's not gonna leave the kitchen dirty for like 2 to 3 hours. Like after she cooks, she eats, she's gonna clean up the kitchen. And my dad, this is what I meant by like clean freaks. Like we don't let things sit and be dirty. And I guess when I said my parents were clean freaks and germ freaks or germaphobes, they thought, oh, OCD. Or maybe she just forgot what I said, but we're not OCD. And I just thought that was so weird because it's just like, first of all, like, do you know how dirty you have to be as a person to think that I have OCD? Like, the way that like, you gotta see pictures, the way they had me living in that house. I don't think a person who had OCD, when it comes to cleanliness, like I said, the general definition of OCD had nothing to do with being clean. It had nothing to do with germs. But if that was the case, girl, I would have moved out like September if my OCD if you didn't do the definition correctly. Like how I meant to say you did the definition incorrectly. I did. So I thought that was kind of weird. Like, girl, I don't have no OCD. No, y'all are dirty. Like what? Oh, I admit, she kept acting like, and here's one throughout the story is she kept acting like the living room or like the apartment was just her. If it's just her. Girl, she would have that mirror in there and the braid hair in there until she was done. And not like she packed it up and came back and forth. Which for me, I feel like live other people that make more sense. Like it's really not that hard to just put a pack of braids in a box and just take like a little mirror that you just like stick at your door or something. Don't take your room. It's plastic anyways. And her room was like dead in the living room. So I'm over here kind of just like, you live by yourself? Because I didn't think so. And that irritated me. Or whatever. There was a lot that irritated me, like a whole lot. Dang, I had a very detailed conversation. I mean, not conversation. Detailed. What's it called? Detailed list of everything. And that with the dishes, I think at this time I was irritated with Elle because she would get orders of stuff, which is fine, but like she would leave the box, and wherever she opened it, she would just leave the box there. And I'm like, okay, that's pissed me off. The trash can bag, that was pissing me off as well, because like, why are you letting trash sit? Now also, that's when that was the dirty part, I think, and the dishes was irritating me because like I said, they were consistent in being dirty. Like that was just what they were. There wasn't no like, well, Madeline, why did you say anything the first time? Because you're doing it right now. It first happened 3 weeks ago. It's now. And you constantly have been doing this. So don't come at me and say, well, next time don't just sit and wait a whole month. A whole month. There is trash outside right now. How about you wait the whole month to say this? It's going on now. So that didn't make sense. I was like, no. So that irritated me. What else? I think that was pretty much it. It was the cleaning up. Oh yes, like I was saying, she would just have her stuff all over the living room. I'm not even joking, y'all. School stuff, her backpack, notebook, pencils. I know y'all be like, oh my god, it's not that bad, but she would leave like that for days. Like, people gotta eat right there. Like, she lived by herself or something. That was my point. It was like she didn't clean it up. She would leave it there like she lived alone. Like, girl, make some bread so you can live alone, but don't do this. Books, and then some stuff on the dining table, and just added unnecessary decor, like we need to eat somewhere. And instead of having the common sense to freaking move it, she'll put it like on the kitchen table instead. Like, be so for real and put it in your room. Dang, it's not that hard. And she was just like, well, I feel like it's my school stuff, I should leave it there. No, you should not. You do not leave. I don't care that you went to fashion school. I do not care about that. I really don't, actually. I've been inside the art building, I'm assuming where our classes are. You can do that. You can do that there. You can do that there. You have an on-campus job, honey. No need for you to be bringing all this in our house. If you do, can you at least pick it up. I didn't care they would do their work in the living room. It was why you keeping it in there. Like, you don't live with other people. So yes, it is a problem. I let it go. Was I cool with them? No. No. They're not getting the point. I don't care about why y'all dirty. I want y'all to change and be clean. That was it. And yeah, and they were really against me. They were really defending themselves. So that's why I was like, okay, no, this is never gonna work, because it's them two consistent and being dirty and lazy. Because at first lazy, she was like with me, but it was like, okay, I got you. I understand. Like, when they clean up in here, and me and Elle, the only two. Me and her, we were like, okay, let's switch out days. We're gonna clean. You see how we're not putting D in this situation? That was like in August, September-ish, because we know her. She ain't gonna do it. Okay, so I just want D to understand. Elle was not always on your side. And I feel like Elle switched her side because it was like, go with the one who is autism or go to the one who's confrontational. And I feel like D would be like, I am confrontational. I would do da-da-da-da. I'm like, her kind of like, girl, I don't. Would you though? But, and she was like, I'm going to go over here on this side of the apartment with her. And it's not like they were like going against me or stuff. I don't want to make it seem like that. I'm just saying that it was divided, period. It was divided and stuff. But I feel like she's a switch team, because she was like, let me just go with the one that's not going to say anything. Because let's go with the one that does have a problem. Because I had the problem. So let me just be on the side who does have a problem. And so I made it a problem, because I did talk about it. So, yeah. And what was it? Oh yeah, it was so irritating and so annoying and so stupid, because like, we all have common sense. So the way the apartment works was that there's a kitchen and there's a door to a hallway. That's where my room and the L rooms was. So this is taken inside of my room, so that door is to the kitchen. So y'all, just for reference, just look at all that stuff on the table. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Dirty. Also, not to mention that trash in the back of that photo. As you guys can see, there is a trash bag that is full, that is sitting outside of the trash can. And I don't know, I'm going to say this later or in the video, but I don't know, but to me it's pretty much common sense that when the trash is full and you put it in a bag, you put it outside or you take it to the dumpster. But as you see my point for proof, they will let it sit in the living room. Yuck. Also, to add, nothing on that the dining table was mine or L's. That was all D's. So it's a little bit more, like, I want to mention that was only one person's random stuff on the dining table where you're supposed to eat. You see what I'm saying? Like, she was very, very inconsiderate, and as we say L, she didn't say anything. Oh, Lord. Okay. So, it was, but I was at my wit's end at that point. Obviously, I wanted to take pictures, because I knew they're not about to make me think I'm crazy. I was going crazy because that house stank, and they were nasty and inconsiderate. But I live in a clean house now, because I don't live with them. That's what I was. I'm sorry. My neck. I've been doing this a lot. Like, my neck, my back, and my cat. So it hurts. And so that's where Ivan was. And you can hear everything in the living room, right? Duh. No shit. So I'm kind of like, I'm not up. I'm in my bed at 7 o'clock, sleeping peacefully. And then I hear the TV. And it's like, I don't know how much common sense y'all were raised as a kid, but if somebody's sleeping and you turn the TV, and you know they're going to hear it, it makes sense to close the door so they can't hear it. So I have to wake up, or sometimes I hear them talking. I have to wake up out of my bed, peacefully sleeping, and close the door. I have to put that in the group chat. I'm like, if it's be common sense, and for y'all to be considerate, let's just close the dang door. Close the dang door. So yeah, I don't know if Elle noticed, but baby, I noticed she did this. And I don't know, she did say her hearing wasn't good, and that makes a lot of sense, but some people just don't make sense to me. I understand we all live together and we all just become our house. But she had her lecture video on. She was on the couch. I'm at work, by the way. But that did not make sense. What I was trying to say was, that there's a couch by the door, like by the door to the hallway where our rooms was, where there's a separate couch that's by the front door to enter the apartment, and what I basically trying to say was where she was sitting and where she played her video was right by the door to where I could hear it. And I tried to say she had two options. She could have sat on the side of the couch where the window was, where we were able to hear as much, or sit on the chair. I forgot what those are called, but like the chair is like a sofa that closes to the front door. But no, she better sit right next to the hallway door. 7 a.m. We're painting a full volume with the door open. Girl, 6 a.m. hasn't been going that long. It is just 7 something in the morning. Like, why are you leaving it open? She did that 2 days in a row. One day I think it was just like something on her phone. Then the next day it was our lecture video. I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, where's the common sense? Where's the consideration to just close the door? We already talked about the schedules. Y'all get up before me. Or at least Elle does. I don't know where DB at. Or why she was up early in the morning. I don't know. But I knew Elle was up because she had at class like an hour before I did. So I'm kind of just like, light bulb, go off. Right. Oh, this video will be longer than 25 minutes. Oh, let me hurry up. I'm gonna have to make another one. My camera's dying. So I was like, oh my gosh, whatever. And then like the third day, this girl had the nerve to close the door, right? I closed the door. I mean, open the door. Oh, I closed the door. I closed the door to go like in the kitchen and something. She's not there. So I'm like, when you're home, making noise, being loud, you left the door open. But when you're not home, you want to close the door? That's petty. I don't understand what it is with roommates or girls, but like, oh, you have a problem with me? Well, I'm gonna be petty about it. It's like, no, can you just please be clean and considerate? I don't understand what y'all expect from me. I try my best to make sure that conversation that I sent in that text was not rude and was not mean. So I don't know why they started acting like I was a big bitch. Because I was like, don't do this, don't do this, don't do that. Can you be clean? Can you be considerate? That's so freaking hard. To wash your dishes 24 hours after they have been in the sink. First of all, it's dirty enough. You let it be in the sink for an hour. We gave you 2 days, D. And because you have autism, you couldn't even do 2 days. That is nasty. Do your mama know you like this? And would you be like this in your house? Girl, that makes sense. It's like, I don't understand. Because I know I'm not the problem. Me talking about it may have caused anger, but that's not the problem. You cannot tell me, the man should not say anything. No. The only thing I could have done was move out. And that's what I did. Because at least I'm in a clean situation. And never come in this house saying, it stank up in here. You can never. Because we're not dirty. So. Because you can in that house. Oh, Lord. That girl had that sink smelling bad. I put a candle next to it one day so she could wash the dishes. Yes, I am. I'm very passive aggressive. I don't care. I know I'm passive. Okay, like I said, I'm at work. But what was I trying to say? Oh yes, I seen their TikTok and it was like how people from the South were passive aggressive or like we're nice when we're meant to be mean. Like, we'll call you, like, baby or darling or, like, sweetheart in a disagreement. And it's not us being nice. It's us being, like, instead of saying bitch, we'll be like, sweetheart. Or be like, oh, bless your heart. And we're just calling you stupid. Like, I just thought it kind of related to this because that's just how I am, how my family is. Like, it's probably a southern thing because, like, we're off in the South. So, like, we be nice in a terms of like being mean to you. And that's pretty much what I was doing. Like, I'm not about to be in your face, calling you out, telling you to clean the dishes. Because for Southern people, we don't do aggressive talking back and forth. You talk aggressively and then use your imagination. The thing I don't like about people when people are like, what's it called? Not the nicest. They all want to tell them about themselves. Girl, I know I'm passive. I know that. You don't know me. I know me. Okay, I just realized that statement came out of nowhere. Okay, what I was trying to say was when we had, I don't remember. Oh yeah, I think it's when I think she went off on me, like, because when I posted on Facebook or whatever. I don't know if I got to that part yet, but anyways, I'm saying it now. or if it was the no, it had to do with third one because I wasn't passive or saying anything or did anything about the second roommate conversation or the third roommate conversation, whatever. So the girl called me L. She called me passive aggressive, and I was just like, yeah, I know I'm passive, like girl, and she's like, I don't know how. The thing is, like, girl, it's basically how aggressive you want me to be. Because maybe aggressive would have been knocking down on D's door and be like, come clean the dishes. And then I've been knocking on your door, but like, get this box up from off the floor. I'm going to put that picture in later. And then I would have been knocking on both of y'all's door and be like, come take out the trash. Like, that's what y'all wanted me to do? Because that would have been me being aggressive. But it's like, be for real. Like, girl, we had so many conversations about y'all being dirty as fuck. And y'all get mad at me being passive. Oh my gosh, y'all are crazy, delusional. Boo. So like, wait, yeah, I am passive. Very passive. I'm not aggressive. I'd rather be passive aggressive than aggressive. I don't want to know the version of me that would be aggressive. Because I think me being passive is what's best for the world. I'm not going to be funny. I'm being dead serious. So no, I'm staying passive till the day I die. I can't get it aggressive out of me. No, I'll be straightforward after like me 2 tries being like passive, but So I used to do stuff like that. I remember the first week or like the second week, I was like, you guys, the sink stinks because again, the dishes, we had to clean it out. So they give a little hint, like, y'all, come on out. Well, not y'all, because L was not the problem until later on. And also what happened with L that irritated me, it made no damn sense. She mopped the floor. I'm like, alright, that's cool. I mopped the floor. That's great. She left the mop with water sit in the living room for a week. Tell me where that makes sense at. Tell me where to do that. Tell me where. And then I asked somebody in the group chat, and she was like, oh no, I'm going to mop the floor again. The same water? The same water? We're not in a water drought. You could pour it out and get new water. And if you worry about Fabricio, we had enough for you didn't need to worry about saving that either. So it's kind of just like, why? And speaking on this Fabricio, how do you pronounce it? That my dad bought it. I used it like twice. She used it like once that I know of. And my dad used it, so it was only used a total of like 4 times that I knew of. 4 times that I knew of. I talk with my hand, so my hand was just up. Tell me why that stuff was just decreasing over a amount of time, but the house was never cleaned. The floor was never mopped, but that one time the countertops were not wiped down probably so any other time. So I'm just like, I know they are not using this stuff that they did not buy from themselves, and that my dad bought for the kitchen and for the living room. Y'all using your personal rolls and then don't replace it. That's my thing I cannot stand. Y'all gonna see it later. Like, okay, they took forever to like replace those stuff sometimes. Like cleaning supplies. Like they went like 3 or 4 days without dish soap. Who does that? That's nasty. But yeah, I was like, so they using my police phone. This is mine. I don't care if they roll it together and if y'all can use it. But the house isn't being clean. What? I poured it out anyways though, because that's weird. So like, to me, she was more so lazy. She was so lazy it just became being dirty. I also want to say in the beginning of the video, where I show you guys how the apartment trash looked, or like how the trash looked when I was moving out. The strawberries in the dang trash can were mine. Those were mine. Last time I checked, you don't like somebody, you're not supposed to be using their stuff, bitch. But first of all, I don't even think I even opened the bag of strawberries yet. So how are you gonna open my food and then use all of it? Man, what? And then they also, I totally forgot to tell you guys. I wish my parents were not there. Cause I just took a million pictures. My parents are seeing how that apartment looked. They left the blender used out for days. Remember how long y'all been in college before? Y'all know you leave for school. You leave school for Thanksgiving on Wednesday because Thursday is Thanksgiving. You come back on Sunday. So they just left it there for days on end. They're disgusting and nasty. Like, I really don't care if their parents mad at me, their friends mad at me, they don't like me. Y'all are straight up dirty and nasty. I did nothing wrong. I don't feel bad. And my parents know I don't feel bad. If I told y'all I'm sorry that you found out. And I'm sorry that I did it. So yeah, that was girls. Those are my strawberries. And like I was saying, oh, I need to move this. Like I was saying, she was using the Fabuloso when I cleaned the apartment. And that made me mad because, like, you're not going to replace it. Let's be fair. You're not going to buy another one. You're not. And you're not even cleaning the apartment. You're cleaning. And y'all don't understand. I need to go. I'm going to go get a bottle for reference on how much is going to used for our personal use. Okay, I have my L moment. Too lazy to go look for the cleaning supplies. It's probably in the garage, but I don't feel like going to the garage. So this is for Blusa, right? Let's say we had like this much, right? This much. Tell me why after 4 months of, okay, so it was, so let's say, ooh, how do I do this? So let's say it was like filled up to like normal, full. We cleaned it, we got there. I cleaned it one time. I cleaned it another time. She cleaned it, right? So this is like the last time the apartment was clean. Remember, there's not a bottle, so it can't be realistic. Let me show you where it looked after 4 months of her using it. L or D, one of them using it. Most likely it was L. Yeah, it's probably L, because me and her don't want to talk about cleaning, right? That didn't make no sense, because, okay, and I never talked about it. I kept saying I'm going to explain to you guys about the whole, I'm going to buy what. It never happened. We talked about it in the group chat, so like, yeah, we need to make a list. We're going to decide who buys what, or like, when something runs out, we're going to talk about it, or are we going to share food? And that never happened. I brung it up. They didn't say anything about it. And the reason why it was making me upset, because why would this, she using my food? Not only did she eat the whole thing of strawberries, she's using my butter. And that's because I wrote my name on it, she still decided to use it. So, two, not the brightest crayon in the box, obviously. I think I was put in the second YouTube video, but I don't know. I'm going to say it just in case I didn't. She thought it was a smart idea, made common sense, to put beer bottles on top of eggs. And I moved it. My issue with her was, if this hard glass object did not need to be on top of a fragile object, don't put it back on the fragile object. It's not like I was moving it to a place where the beer was going to fall after you open the refrigerator. It was fine where I put it. My point was, don't put it on top of my eggs. Especially if I'm eating eggs in the morning. I don't want to have to move yourself off of my eggs every single morning. And then why are you putting it back? 1. 2, are you to move? Okay, I had to be nice because I didn't say some nice things. So I had to redo it. Anyways, I was trying to say, I put her butter. Well, y'all don't know because I deleted it. But I was saying, you were seeing the second part that her common sense wasn't there. There were some things she did that made sense to everybody else but her. So, in refrigerators, there's a section, well, the small refrigerators, there's a section just for the butter. In other houses, like a big refrigerator, there's a section for the butter and the eggs. It's like one big compartment. So I used to just put, what did I used to do? Oh, I don't remember now, I forgot. I believe she had her butter in the butter compartment. Fine. And I put my butter in that. Did I put it in the same butter compartment? No. I used to put her butter up in that compartment to make space in the refrigerator. And I put mine in there. And she would take it out with less space, I guess. Damn it, I really forgot. What did she do? No, I don't remember. But I know I was putting her butter in different places. So she could stop using my damn butter. That was the point. I want her to stop using my butter. I put my name on it. It wasn't hers. It just simply wasn't yours. So I put my name on it and stuff. She still used it. I got probably with the eggs because she kept putting the beer bottle on top of eggs. That didn't make sense to me. And it just kind of just like, I moved it on purpose every single day. Like, I don't understand why she just felt the need to just keep using my stuff and moving things in places that were inconvenient. I was making it convenient for the both of us. I put it in places that just made sense. She didn't, and that just pissed me off. But I just can't remember with the butter. I don't know. It was like 3 months ago. I don't remember the butter situation good enough, but I do remember just basically trying to put my butter somewhere so she wouldn't use it, but it didn't work, obviously. Bitch, I just remember. They used my entire butter. Butter comes in a pack of 4. I moved out maybe like a month after I bought the butter. I don't know about y'all, but nobody uses 4 sticks of butter in a month. Y'all, I moved out, my butter was gone. I think I had 1 stick of butter left. Do you trifling mother cluckers? Yes, how do you not like me but using my stuff? Y'all thought I was gonna come back to move out? What? Like, so glad I'm so gone. And that also irritated me because, like, we didn't talk about sharing food. We talked about it, but like I said, as soon as we moved in together, who's going to clean, who's going to buy what, are we going to share food? The conversation never happened. Like everything else, conversations with them, one ear goes in one ear, goes out the other, obviously. So it was like, yeah, we're not going to share food. We're just going to use our food. Yeah, you're going to buy it for yourself, but we're all going to use it. Yeah. Are you a college student? You going to make enough money to feed 3 people? Oh, that's too bad. We're still going to use your food, though. No, forget it. The video is just going to be long as hell. Like, it's just going to be long. Anyways, what I was trying to say, I remember now because I have photographic memory. So let me try to explain the best of my ability. So, remember, this is a apartment, student college apartment. So there was a compartment for the butter and for the eggs. It wasn't like one big compartment. She put her butter where the condiments bar was, which left less space for her beer bottles. So what I did, I would put her butter up with the in the butter compartment underneath my butter. So when she was to go grab butter, she would see hers. First of all, not mine. And I left her, and I took the beer bottles off the eggs and put them in the condiments bar section. So, so it make more space. I was not putting her stuff in areas where it'd be difficult to forget, or it make less sense. I put it in a place where it made more sense and it had more space in the refrigerator. So when I was being like, when I said what I said, like she didn't have common sense, it was literally because I'm literally doing the best and the smart decision for space in the refrigerator. And also you need to use your common sense to not use somebody else's stuff. Okay, y'all. It's already like 45 minutes long and it wasn't supposed to be that long to begin with. So it's just going to make it to a part 2. So thank you for watching part 1. And you guys will see the rest of the story next week.